Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable Bapak Novi Iman as my thesis supervisor and my thesis examiner. In this opportunity, I would like to present my thesis with the title of Business Plan for Riola Furniture and Restaurant. Now we are going to start with introduction. The external factors to build business are the growth of furniture business and property sector are increasing. During pandemic, work from home increased the number of sales in furniture product following the trend of self-home decoration. The other factor is the production capability of furniture in several cities in Indonesia that can be good resources for real business. Also, the potential market in place where Riola will be run is surrounded by more than 700,000 population and many tourism places. Riola is the form of family business development from CV Berkah Mandiri that has established since 1980. And now the business is managed by the third generation. The problem formulation is the researchers find that Temanggung there is low number of furniture store with family facilities. So we would like to propose the creation of convenience furniture store in order to create revenue stream with research question as follow. What is the form of business? Is this business feasible? Are there any synergies between furniture and F&B business? And the last, what is the strategy to reach more customers? The research purpose as a portrayal of the business and to guide for actionable plans for the business owner or the successor in developing family business. The research benefits provides benefits in the form of overview business feasibility, and new entrepreneurs looking for getting into similar industry could also make use of this business plan formulation. Now we move to literature review. The definition of business plan according to Motion is a set of formal statement of business goals, the reason why those are reachable, and how to reaching the goals. The function as a roadmap for the new business that will be established because it consists of comprehensive analysis. So we move to the third layer business model canvas. In this business plan, we use business model canvas from Osterweder and Bickner of the economic layer. Business model canvas helps the entrepreneur to determine resources, asset, and placing the right position a series of activities that are formed. We also use the concept from Joyce and Paquin. Triple layer business model is one of the tools that integrate economic, environmental, and social corners. The purpose of environmental life cycle layer is to generate more insight where the business can minimizing environmental effect. The social stakeholder layer with the purpose is to capture mutual influences between the stakeholder and the organization or business. This business plan also using empathy map. Empathy map is a tool to find out more deeply demographic characteristic of potential customer. It also used for develop a better understanding about the environment, behavior, concern, and customer aspiration. Build a business plan begins by describing the business field that will be want to work on, then describing the management team, target market segments, marketing plans, description of business system and organization, and implementation and assessment of risk and costs. So we move to research methodology. In collecting the data, the researchers use two methods. First, doing direct observation to furniture store, and second, doing individual depth interview. In data analysis, we use deep insight about what customer need, and then the reason why customer insight is one of the key success factor for the innovation. In this business plan, the tool that we use to obtain the customer insight is empathy map. The first type is to analyze the data using empathy map is identifying the potential target market. Then identifying the customer demographic with several criteria such as age, occupation, expenses range, and buying intention. In financial analysis, we use NPV, payback period, and profitability index. We also use risk mitigation and exit strategy, and calculating scenario analysis. This is the research strategy of this business plan. Move to business plan content in the strategy. Researchers did an observation on the competitors on their offerings based on 4P marketing mix. The observation was done between June 14 and June 16, 2021 by the researcher. From the observation, we found several strengths and weaknesses that can be used by researchers to create innovation for Riola and competitors that do not have. In the interview section, the researchers were interviewing for potential customer. Other than that, we also doing interview with a business owner. An interview with a furniture seller give additional insight on what customer dislikes, where it is stated that his customer are mostly price sensitive and mostly the customer buy based on the product offerings, as opposed to the customization that Riola would plan to go for. While the more established brands would prefer not to customize to ensure the economic of scale, Riola could try to enter the businesses. And then the respondent also add that it is good to train the employee of the store to do upselling sale. From the interview with a potential customer, most of the respondents are interviewed in a conversational manner to ensure that the insight could be generated and the respondents are not intense. The result of the interview will then be interpreted using the categorization on empathy map. By using empathy map, Riola could formulate product offerings and the service that could meet and even exceed customer expectation. Based on the result of interview, we can summarize the answer to the empathy map. Move to the business model canvas. In order to make sure that Riola Furniture could sustain in its operation, some of key partnerships are necessary. Those parts are vendor, restaurant or tenants, local tourism guide, and authorities. The third is a constructor or interior design. And then key activities from Riola. The first one is logistic marketing, online canvassing, customer relationship, and tenant management. The key resources, there are three. The first one is manufacturer, credibility, people, and brand recognition. The value proposition of Riola is one-stop solution for customer furniture and leisure needs with enhanced experience in terms of services and customization. The customer relationship of Riola, the first one is personalized service for project-based clientele and then shopping assistant. The channels, physical store, customer service, social media, and website. The customer segments can be new homeowners, customer looking for renovation, one-time purchase customer, and project-based, but it can be also a tourist. The cost structure, the fixed cost is land, construction cost, logistic-related equipment acquisition, and then variable cost, marketing cost, referral fee, salary, distribution cost, maintenance cost. The revenue stream can be from selling of furniture, projects, rent fee, or profit sharing. Then other revenue is from parking space. For the social layer model canvas, we try to reaching out through local communities and outsourcing workforce while at the same time investing on local communities. We also try to the transparency in decision making with the governments, also conducting people-centric management. The employees empowering workplace that helps people development, and then customer-centric focus to ensure good relationship. For social value, we try to enhance the overall product quality by the empowerment of local communities. For social culture, leveraging local talent and specialties to enhance the capabilities of local talent. The scale of outreach, the whole area of Temanggung and Wonosobo, Central Java. The end user can be green products and personalized service. For social impacts, we try to enhance potential, we try to minimize potential waste from the product and then potential economic landscape shifting on small business. Social benefit, empowering local communities through local hiring and training and improving welfare around the area. In environmental layer model canvas, we try to minimize impacts in this environment by placing the distribution center only 4 kilometers of distance from the production and physical store, and then Riola having partners to utilize the waste from the customer when they no longer use their furniture, and then the functional value, furniture that could be used in a long term by customer of Riola. The functional business plan. The vision of Riola is to enable customers to fulfill their dream home and exceed their expectation. And then the missions provide the best service quality, assuring customer satisfaction, enabling a fast and reliable customization, and ensuring a sustainable operation. In the operation, there are back end and front end. In the flow, it shows the back end, and then front end, it based on the customer segment. The flow differs according to what kind of customer by the segment. Riola mainly have 3 divisions that is differentiated by part of the business where they are placed. Those 3 main divisions are production division, store division, and office division. The total of required workers are 19 people and all would be managed by the owner. The customer segment of the Riola divided into 4 groups. The first is renovation and new home owner, one-time purchase, project-based or customization, and tourists. The targeting is mostly one-time purchase and package. The positioning is a furniture store that provide various product and excellent service with comfortable store area. The marketing mix of Riol is constructed from the result of the observation. And then move to the finance. The total investment of the Riola is mostly 3.2 billion. And then for the estimated fixed operational cost, it reached 59,450,000 rupiah. So this is the cash flow statement from month 1 until month 12. The performance evaluation is assessed by target of monthly visitor, target of monthly sales revenue, and then this is the performance measure and category. From the financial analysis, the NPV is positive, so Riola business is viable and the project should be continued. Riola's profit margin is 17.81%, depicting that Riola's profit margin is good, and Riola's payback period is between month 13 and 14, resulting in payback period of 14 months. On the scenario analysis, rent revenue and regular income remains constant because it is not affected by the overall furniture division. Salary, maintenance costs, marketing costs, and land costs also remain constant since they are fixed monthly expense, thus does not affect it when the sales scenario changes. The non-financial analysis, there is risk mitigation. The first one is the hire part-time workers to avoid production and delivery delay. Sufficient preparation on Riola's customer service, answer the potential discontent of the customer, and then preparing the detailed agreement between Riola and partners to ensure that the quality of the product and the production speed will remain on Riola standard. For the exit strategy, the first one is getting acquired by others company or merger with others company, and then the last choice is closure. So this is the timeline of this business. We need more than 1 year to open the store or start the operation. So we move to conclusion and limitation. The conclusion is to answer the research question. So what is the form of the business? The form of the business is a mixture between a furniture store and restaurant with various facilities. Are there any synergies between furniture and F&B business? There is a good synergy between furniture and F&B business because based on the customer insight, it increases their willingness to visit the both of the attractions. What is the strategy to reach more customer? Real strategy to reach more customer is to create a partnership with various partners such as tourist agency, local tourist authorities, and a cooperation with contractor and interior designers to ensure that they use Riola as their main furniture providers. Is this business feasible? The business is feasible based on the financial analysis and the insight from the customer that there are design demand in this specific type of business. So the other insight is also generated from the research, such as the importance of the brand to embrace environmental friendly mindset and to have positive towards the local communities to improve brand quality. Create a good design and layout to ensure that the customer would like to visit the place more. Quality is the most important aspect when the customer decides to buy a furniture, and customization is more preferable for the customer. So the limitation of the research is data acquisition, especially for customer insight, and also the time limitation for gaining the data. And the future research will also be benefit when generating more insight on the environmental and social layer of the business model. So this is the